Hi, my name is Heidi. Welcome to Reach Your Destination. I'm a certified career coach and I train folks on how to find their next job. I've got lots of stories, but I'm sure you'd rather hear some personally from actual job seekers. So that's what we've done. We've put together several video clips of different folks who've succeeded in job search or done something effectively. The first thing that you need to do is have a great attitude. So as you watch these clips, make sure that you see that in these people. You need to do research and you're going to see that too. Make sure that you know who it is that you're interviewing with. All of you, best of luck and enjoy these video clips.
I just had a job interview recently where I got a really good job, and what I did to prepare for the interview was I went online and I looked at the company's website. I looked at the things that they seemed to value as a company. I found out the things that they thought were important, and I tried to really see how that fit with who I was and what I was like, so that I could go into that interview prepared to tell them how I could benefit their company, and also to be able to talk with them and find out what they thought would be, how they would be able to use my skills, and to see if I would be a good fit. And through the interview, I tried to read the interviewer to see what they valued, and if they really seemed to match up with what they valued, to see if the job would be good. And when I was done with the interview, both of us seemed to be happy with what we heard. And a few days later, I got the job offer.
My name is Rebecca and I work for Royal Accounting. I want to tell you how I got this job. The first thing I did was talk to other moms and see what they did part-time, and I found a girl that had my job description. So I talked to her and I asked her how she got her job. And she said that she was a bookkeeper for a local landscaping company and she was just asked to start this job. And I asked her if she had anyone else that, needed help bookkeeping, because the more she talked about, the more I knew I could do that too. And she said that she would keep her eyes and ears open for me and bring me any leads that would possibly come her way. And within a week, a lead came her way, and within another week I had a job.
I'm Kyle, and I'd like to talk to you about my recent job search and how networking has helped me. Recently, I was reading the newspaper and found a job that looked like a good opportunity for me, and I actually knew a little bit about the company, so I decided to pursue it. And the first thing I did was think, okay, do I know anyone at this company? Which I had a couple people I actually knew, one being a college or classmate, so to speak, from high school, and the other was my uncle. And he's been out of the particular company for a while, retired, so I thought, well, I'd start with someone current, which was my friend, and realized quickly that he had moved on and was not there. So I got a hold of my uncle, who I told a little bit about the position to, told him, hey, I'm looking for a job, this looks like a good fit for me. And he said, okay, let me make some calls. And so that night actually, he calls me back and says, hey, I've contacted a guy I used to work with there. He's going to contact the hiring manager and you should be good to go. He gave me the phone number, said give him a call, and he'll be expecting you. I thanked my uncle greatly, and at that point I went ahead, did what the paper said, sent the resume, the references, and then to make it better, decided to take a cover letter and my resume to the company and personally hand it to the hiring manager if he was available. So a couple days, day or two later, I went and took the cover letter and resume to him, and it worked out pretty well, because when I walked in the door, there was a classmate there that I knew too. He came out and told him I was there just to personally hand deliver a cover letter and resume, and just kind of introduce myself and put a face with the name. And as far as the networking, it was kind of neat, because he pretty much said it was nice to meet you, and we actually went back to his office and had a 30 to 45 minute conversation and a almost a small interview, but we were both very comfortable with each other, and that connection of my uncle talking to his friend who talked to the hiring manager made a real comfortable atmosphere, and we had a good conversation. And as of recently, they've actually called me back for an actual interview, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I just wanted to tell you how the networking really opened the door for that and made the whole situation comfortable. And I'm in for an interview, and we'll see what goes from there.
Take care of some things at home would be to sell makeup and to have my own business that I did at home. No one had to tell me what hours I worked or anything. And to be successful at that kind of business, you really have to be disciplined to do the work. You don't have a boss over your shoulders telling you what you have to do all the time, so you need to be disciplined. But you can choose your hours when you're going to work. And then you need to know people. Most of us have people that, from doctor's office, friends, kids, teachers, that kind of thing, that we can network with and share with them the opportunity that
Hi, my name's Gordon. I found myself out of a job for the first time in 25 years, and I was going back to that location to turn in a key, and I saw a lady in the parking lot who had a business in the same building as where I worked. And so I went up to her and I said, "Hi, Susan." "Bye, Susan." And she wondered why I said hi and bye. I said, "Well, I'm saying hi to greet you. I'm saying bye because I've lost my job here and I'll be looking for something else." Well, she invited me inside because she said, "We're gonna move our suite for our office to a different location here. Why don't you come in and see what we're doing?" So I went in and looked around and saw what they were doing, and talked to another fellow who owned the business in there. And he asked me if I wanted a little bit of work, and I said, "Sure, I'd like to have that." So we went upstairs to get some information about contacting me and whatnot, and we talked for just a few minutes. And Susan asked me, she said, "Well, would you like to be the office manager for our business?" I said, "Yes, I would." And she said, "Well, let me talk to the other boss and we'll see." I got a call the next day and they said, "Gordon, we're told you're the man. When can you start?" I said, "I can start next week." And so I had a new job and I love it.
Hi, my name is Lisa Randall. I am employed at a small business in a small town. I was offered the job actually by my doctor. I was a patient of his. He's seen that I believed in the chiropractic business, and him and his wife had discussed perhaps hiring someone to help him because his business was growing, and he called and offered me the job. And because I do believe in it, I went ahead and took the position, and we are growing at a rapid speed, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Hi, my name is Barb, and I've spent the last 28 years of my life in manufacturing. A couple of years ago, I decided I'd had enough of that and I wanted to do something a lot more rewarding than to just processing food. So I went back to school to become a licensed massage therapist, and I went to school for a solid year, graduated, got my certification, became licensed in Illinois, and then had business cards made up, even though I didn't have anywhere to practice. After I had the business cards made up, I called the director of massage therapy and asked her if she knew anyone that was hiring, and she said, "Well, as a matter of fact, some of us just moved into this beautiful new building, and we have room for one more therapist if you want to give it a shot." So I went for it, and I started my own business, and I didn't really do any advertising at the time, but I knew a lot of people, and I gave out a lot of cards, and it was all about networking and knowing people. And so I just put myself out there. I took the risk, and it's paid off. And because of the people I know and the networking, I also was able to become an independent contractor as a massage therapist for different places in town. And it's just grown. I'm very blessed, and I've just had a lot of opportunities. But I just have to say, if there's something you want to do, you've got to follow your heart. It was frightening for me to go from a job that I knew how much I was going to make every week, and I felt was secure, to doing what I really, really wanted to do. And I feel like this is what I was supposed to do. So I'm very excited about the change.
Hello, my name is Steve Shaheen. I'm a business owner for 2 businesses in San Joe. I'd just like you to know that I left a very lucrative and a prestigious position to start my own business, and it has been 3 years and a very successful 3 years. It is out there, All you have to do is just take the risk and go get it. And you will be very pleased and very happy. Thank you. Best of wishes.
Hi, and thank you for joining me. I hope there was something in one of those video clips that really spoke to you and hit home. Remember, one of the big things about job search is keeping a positive attitude. If you can do that, you can do anything. Good luck.